Hi viewers, welcome! In this part 3 review of the Chuwi Vi8 Windows Android Dual OS tablet, we'll be looking at the Android side of the operating system. And what we have here is Chuwi Vi8 running Android 4.4.4, which is KitKat. And let me just show you right over here. If we tap setting icon and we scroll down over here, we can show you that this tablet actually came in Chinese. What you can do is switch over to English by tapping that setting icon and scrolling over to the language icon. The language icon looks like has a letter A, and making sure that you just choose the English as your language. Alright, now that we've got that out of the way, so this tablet actually has a lot of cool features, and to be able to switch back and forth between Windows and Android, you pull down and you touch the OS switch to go back into Windows. Otherwise, every time you shut down and reboot the tablet, it will stay in Android mode. So it's good for you to know how to switch back and forth between Windows and Android modes. Likewise, if you were in Windows mode and you reboot, it will come back in Windows mode. Alright, now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's actually take a look at the bottom bar where we have these back, home, and volume controls. And you can basically see that these are actually touchscreen buttons. They're not real physical buttons that you might find on a, say, for example, a phone or some of the other tablets. This is not a problem because most applications actually support the ability to show the buttons as needed. Now we want to take a look at the operating system on this tablet, and it is one of the latest, as some of you can recognize, is KitKat 4.4.4, not the super latest, but it is one of the latest OSs. And let's scroll down to the bottom and tap settings, and in the settings we'll scroll down to the bottom again, and we should get something like about tablet. Tap that, and we can see the actual model number there, CWVI8 Android version 4.4.4. This is KitKat. So we have KitKat running on this Chuwi Vi8. KitKat's one of the more popular versions of Android. And if we want to take a look at storage space, keep in mind that this tablet comes with 32 gigs of memory, but half of it goes to Windows, and this other half goes to Android. We see that total space is 6.78 gigabytes, available is 5.99 gigabytes, and you might ask, why is some of the space missing? Because the operating system needs some space to be installed there, so it occupies some of the space. You're left with about 6 gigs of space free, which is still plenty of space for apps and stuff like that. We installed one small app called TripBuddy on this tablet, but other than that, everything else is the way it came. So now if we want to look at the SD card, we did try to mount the SD card which we got, which is 64 gigabyte SDHC card, which we can use in Windows. For some reason we haven't figured out, it seems to be having issues reading under Android mode. It would be great if we can share the data between Windows and Android. Now another interesting topic here is about the platform in terms of the hardware used here. This Chuwi Vi8 actually uses a quad-core Atom-based processor, which is x86 based. Note that a lot of apps are actually ARM based. It's a completely different CPU architecture. The question really would be, how well does the x86 emulate the ARM architecture when running apps, and whether the apps actually run correctly? So I'm going to try to answer this question by looking into an app that we installed. It's called TripBuddy. It is a ARM-based app. We installed it onto this x86 tablet, and we're going to try to see if it runs properly. So let me tap TripBuddy, and we can see the TripBuddy app actually does start up fine. Now, the other interesting thing about this tablet is that it does not come with a GPS. But if you enable location services, which I'll show you in a minute, you can actually get a very good GPS lock, almost as good as, say, a real GPS. So let's actually go back out of this app and show you how you can turn on location settings to make sure that we get a very good read on the GPS location. So we come back here, we hit settings, and we look for location. And you see the location under personal. If we hit the location and we try to enable high accuracy, we'll get a very good GPS lock. So here is an example. Under mode, it's enabled for use GPS, Wi-Fi, and mobile networks to determine location. This is a way to get around a possible issue if you wanted to be able to use maps or other location applications like TripBuddy, and you want to get a location without a GPS, and this will do it for you. If you choose device only, you're going to have difficulty because there is no GPS in this tablet. But you pretty much get the same effect if you turn on high accuracy. Now you need a Wi-Fi connection to be able to get this GPS location. So let's go back out of this settings and again revisit TripBuddy and see if we can get a location lock without a real GPS chip in the tablet, but using the Wi-Fi networks and Google's technology to triangulate. And if we hit Fast Park, this is going to try to figure out the location. It's going to use a lot of different possibilities, including GPS, which does not exist. It's going to this tablet actually does not support cell phone towers because it's not cell phone enabled. So it's going to use Wi-Fi networks. And if we hear the sound, that proves that it does pick up the location fine. So basically, you do not lose anything by the fact that it does not come with a GPS chip. You can still triangulate and get your location using Google's nice location services. Next, we want to talk a little bit about the App Store that's included with this tablet. And it was a good choice by Chuwi to actually support the Google Play Store, because the Google Play Store lets you have lots of apps to choose from and install, the widest selection available. So let's turn the tablet around, and over here on the lower left you can see the Play Store icon. Very, very important for any tablet that you're trying to get. So if we open up the Play Store, we see that we have tons of apps that we can install on this tablet. And that's what you want in an Android tablet, the flexibility and the huge quantity of apps that are available to you. Be sure to watch part 4 where we actually demo some games and show you the performance of the tablet. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If so, please tap the thumbs up. We'll be having more great videos to come. Please subscribe so you don't miss out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.